I don't know. You guys tell us. What should we talk about this episode? Drop in the comments. I don't think it works like that.
No, it definitely doesn't work that way.
Because there's not too much going on like the automotive space that we could even talk about for more than 10 minutes.
Oh, I know what we can talk about. Have you seen the REO truck yet?
Is that the one that's like the Toyota 4Runner, like old school?
So it's the Slate truck, but it's the gas 4x4 version.
Oh, shit. All right. Well, let's bring it in then. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Dirt Drive Podcast. No helmet this week.
Thank God.
Because we've officially moved past that bit.
Jesus.
Tom's talking in the third person.
Yep. Tom's over that bit. Thankfully, Tim's not going to vomit on the couch.
You don't know that yet.
We didn't party hard enough.
This couch could get a 4-point hunch and start throwing itself around curves. There's not a 0% chance of that.
Has anybody turned a racing simulator or a couch into a racing simulator? That could be a fun bit.
Has anybody tried to backflip a couch at Pastrana Land? Twice now.
Twice. At least twice.
At least twice.
That we know of.
Yeah, tell me about this Slate truck, because I'm a big fan of Slate.
Yeah,
I think the Slate is cool. It's got a purpose. I think the range sucks. Slate, your range sucks.
Yeah,
it's like 120 miles.
Yeah, but that's all it needs. Because the idea is it's a city delivery truck, right?
Yeah.
Like, which is exactly what EVs should be doing.
So right now, like
where basically everybody else is idling, the EV is just sitting there.
Yeah. So the way I see it being used is that there's a few hotels and like groups that are like based in cities that use K trucks.
Yeah.
They use K trucks to deliver.
I think you're gonna see
like linens and like parts runners at Napa and AutoZone.
I think you're gonna see
auto
like
parts.
Amazon probably buy a bunch. I could see them like for that final mile delivery type stuff.
Yeah.
Like they have the contract with Rivian for making the vans.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know they had a contract with Rivian.
Oh yeah, that's like where most of Rivian's income comes from is Amazon vans.
Oh shit.
The biggest problem Amazon has right now is charging that fleet because they can't get the permits to put in that much electricity in their distribution centers
because there's not that much electricity available.
Minor detail.
Yeah. But
however,
that being said, stop these high power transmission lines from coming through your area because we don't need them to ruin more stuff.
I need to
put in more data centers.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you've heard it, but Loudoun County did introduce legislation to pause approvals on data centers.
It's not going to happen.
I know, because our county government's corrupt, but that's a different podcast.
Yeah, but we definitely need to stop this fouling project that's going from Charleston, West Virginia.
Yeah.
And the power generation facilities down there all the way up here.
Yeah.
Because it was wild when we were at off topic, but off topic's on topic.
What I don't understand, honestly, you have enough experience with data centers. Maybe there's something I'm missing here.
Why this episode's about to take a turn.
Yeah, it is. Why the fuck is every square inch of the top of a data center not covered in solar panels?
It's a great question. I have no idea.
Wouldn't that solve all of our problems? Like, I'm not saying that's enough solar to power the data center. But
it's not for house power.
But just like a house, you put solar on your roof. If you have surplus, it goes back into the grid, right? And you get a credit. Like, that's an existing thing that already happens. Instead of giving the data centers a discount on power,
and then charging
them more in taxes, why don't we make them, like, tax them a normal rate, make them put the cost of solar into their buildings, and all that power that they generate goes back into the grid and takes the strain off the grid.
Makes too much sense. My question is...
I mean, somebody's going to get rich off of it, so you think the government would be all about that.
Yeah, I don't know. My question is, why now do we need so many data centers? What data are we storing?
You want my theory?
Personal information?
They've been storing that for a long-ass time.
Yeah, but at this level...
No, you want my real theory? It's all redundancy. They realized that they grouped all of the data together, and they realized how big of a target they made, and they went, oh shit, we don't have enough redundancy.
Yeah.
And instead of basically taking the redundancy and clustering it together somewhere else, they realized they really do need to spread it out, which is why they're just trying to place data centers anywhere they can because they need the redundancy.
I don't know. I hate it. But back to Amazon.
Yeah, anyway, back to the Slate truck, which I think we can all agree. Slate is the concept of the Slate truck is
wonderful. I love it.
Awesome. It's
a
great use case for EVs. It's a great use case for small compact trucks that aren't unibody.
Yeah. It's a skateboard. It's the body on.
Right.
The skateboard.
The Maverick has its place. Hyundai already discontinued the Santa Cruz.
But Santa Cruz was cool, and I thought it sold really well.
No, it did terrible.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw them everywhere.
Yeah. Anyway.
I love them. I would have bought one.
Yeah. Again, there's clearly a market for compact trucks, but they need to be trucks. And yeah, the Slate concept is awesome. There's still a big market of people that I think want that kind of truck, but not in an EV.
Yeah.
And I really, had I prepared a little more, I could have done some more research. But if you go back to the 20s and 30s, the REO trucks, REO Speedwagon, not just a band, was a car company. Somebody has the licensing, and they are bringing the brand back.
So like Scout.
Yeah. And it's going to be American made, gas powered.
What's the power plant? Do you know?
They don't know yet. So there's really no details on the truck yet.
It's like a concept of a concept.
The company exists. They're going to build it. They're Q4 of this year is when they're supposed to unveil like the design of the truck, and then details Q1 of 27. Ordering by the end of 27, deliveries by the start of 28.
I like that.
I paid my $25.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm in
shop delivery truck, parts runner.
That's what I'm thinking.
But even then, I think for a shop parts runner, the Slate would also be a perfect vehicle. All you need to do is put a charging station in. You have the power that you need to put a charging station in.
So yeah, I don't disagree.
And then like the benefit of, because I drove my EV here today. The benefit of the EV is you never have to go to a gas station. So it's you go from the shop to freaking Mustard's delivery or Mustard's
Big Mustard delivery.
Big Mustard delivery dealership.
No, so my biggest thing, it's not even really a conversation of anti-EV or not, but like you're right, the Slate range is just too small for what I would use it for, right? Like in my case,
what's the payload capacity of the Slate? Do we know?
I would imagine not more than 1,000 pounds, which probably destroys your range.
Yeah.
This is why I can't bring myself to do it. Abe is in Winchester, so Winchester is 35 miles from my house.
Yeah.
Which then makes that 60 miles to the shop.
Yep.
So if I need to go pick up an LS from ShopRat, I gotta basically charge overnight, get to Abe's. Granted, I'm going to hang out for probably 2 hours at Abe's because it's Abe. So I can charge at Abe's for 2 hours.
You can't because he doesn't have a charger.
I can park at the Sheets across the street, walk over to his shop, let it charge for 2 hours, then walk back, get in the truck, pick up my motor, and hopefully the motor doesn't weigh too much for me to have enough range to get from his shop back to my shop.
Yeah, but then you got to charge overnight again.
And then I got to charge overnight, which means I'm spending the night at the shop before I can go home.
Fair. Hey, and the Slate's payload capacity is 1,500 pounds in the truck configuration.
Right.
Which isn't bad. It's enough for like 2 motors.
Yeah. But what does that do to your range?
You're right.
That's going to make it a 50-mile range. Now I can't even get home from the shop.
Yeah.
Right? So like that's
but for like I apologize for coughing so much, but for like running parts, like going to pick up like rotors, calipers, go pick up a transmission from the transmission shop in Sterling.
Yeah, we don't really deal like I don't have that problem, right? Like,
well, and if you do, then AutoZone, Advanced Auto Parts, and Napa all deliver.
Right. And everything's close enough that I don't really care about how I get there, right? If I'm going to go run scrap metal, like it's literally a quarter mile down the road. I don't need an EV to save money to go get scrap metal or drop scrap metal. Frankly, most of our scrap metal runs are like 3,000 pounds anyway. Like I'm squatting a diesel with that load.
Damn.
So like,
damn son, where'd you find those?
Right. But the for me, it's much more about the philosophy that REO is marketing.
Yeah. Which I like it. Like if it's going to be a small 4-cylinder,
But not just that. They're marketing it towards we're building an old school truck the old school way. It's going to be sheet metal welded together, like simple parts.
So how does Slate come in? Because they're not using the Slate body; they're just using the Slate concept.
They're competing directly against Slate.
Okay.
So it's going to be a compact 4-wheel drive, gas powered truck.
I love that.
And they're going to have an SUV, a crew cab, a single cab, and I think like a cab and chassis.
Well, if you can get it at the starting price point of
$21,000.
$21,000.
Yeah, 21.5 I believe is
that's negligible. That's a great commuter.
Right. So, they're calling it the Runabout. Yeah, 21.5 is the estimated.
Is there like any pictures of it at all?
No, there's a couple of like unofficial renderings that are floating around the internet that make it look very similar to the Slate. Yeah. But yeah, so they're gonna have the Runabout T4C, which is the 4-door truck, the S4C, which is they're gonna have an SUV.
Yep.
And the single cab truck is the T4X.
I love that. Like it's not, and it's not. Just...
I didn't see this last time I was looking at it. So the single cab truck is gonna have drop side flatbed.
Hell yeah.
Which that's.
Does it say if it's gonna be 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive? Both conversions.
All-wheel
drive, center lock,
mechanical 4-wheel drive, 6-speed manual or automatic.
Ooh, manual.
They're talking 600 miles to the tank, built in Texas, gas.
600 miles to the tank is ridiculous. That's a huge tank.
Body on frame, mechanical 4-wheel drive, 6-speed manual or automatic. They're claiming a 500,000 mile powertrain life.
So my work car is a Ford Escape, and it's got 14-gallon tank.
Yeah.
Small 4-cylinder.
Gets probably 350 miles.
Yeah, it's like 400-mile range. Yeah. So if you just add 5 more gallons to that, then you get 600 miles.
I was gonna say, I'm guessing they're going to do a fairly large tank. But yeah, they were doing. There's 20,000 slots available for the first run. $25 reservation.
I'll reserve it right now.
I already did. I
check the comments.
Yeah.
Or check the description. The link will be in there to reserve yours.
Or just email me because there's a referral option.
Oh.
Everybody saves $5.
And REO, if you're seeing this, and we know you are,
we'd love to have you on the podcast.
We'd love to have you on the podcast, and we'd love to get to be there for the release if we can make that happen.
Yeah. So this is off their website. The model design and lineup will be unveiled at the end of this year. R&D and pre-productions will be built next year. Order book and configurator would be 2028. First delivery is the end of 28.
Done. Ordered.
Yeah. I'm like, it just makes too much sense because like, one, it's 4-wheel drive. It's a small, fuel-efficient truck. It's not buying another full-size truck to match my current full-size truck.
It's replacing my Sonata, basically.
Yeah,
or putting a bed on.
Yeah. Like it becomes. It feels
like I feel like it's smaller
drive.
than that even then.
It is. I think it's going to be like old school Ranger size.
Hell yeah.
Which
Forward fucking Ranger.
Yeah. But like that to me, that's always been the biggest thing missing in the market. And I like the idea that they're getting away from the norm, which is also what Slate did, right? So the idea of Slate was, we need to stop building these ridiculous EVs that are full of all this unnecessary technology. We just need
crank windows and AFM.
Right.
AM, it's not even AM/FM radios. It's just a Bluetooth receiver,
yeah.
And you just use your phone as the radio nav.
Yep.
Because what is Apple CarPlay other than your phone projected on a screen?
Right. Yeah. Like it's funny. I always forget Carries Kia has its own internal nav system. Right,
They're so bad.
well, besides that, but like you get in, you plug your phone in, and it's CarPlay.
Yeah.
Like that's all you need. And at this point, Android Auto exists, so like there's just no reason to put any of this crazy infotainment stuff in cars.
It's a good way to reduce cost because we
Right.
know that nobody's using CarPlay or nobody's using the native navigation systems
Right.
anymore.
Right.
And if you are,
I do think
if you are, why can drop it in the comments? Tell us why you're using your native
I think by
navigation
2030
system.
it won't exist anymore.
Yeah. I think the Bluetooth receiver,
Yeah. It's
basically just a Bluetooth receiver and maybe a screen
yep.
to run CarPlay.
Yeah. Shit. Integrate a phone mount and you solve that problem.
Yeah.
Right. Like
Everyone's got-
you don't
everyone-
even need a screen.
Everyone also has an iPad.
Yeah.
I've got 2 iPads at home.
Yeah.
Fucking slap an iPad.
Give me an integrated phone or iPad holder with a Bluetooth connection. That's your entire infotainment.
Well, that's what Slate did.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
So-
I think that is
Yeah.
pushing the envelope. It also gets rid of that planned obsolescence of these built-in head units because as you upgrade technology, unless we go past Bluetooth, which we may go past Bluetooth eventually, I don't see that for a very long time. But your audio system is infinitely upgradable.
Yep.
When you use just a Bluetooth receiver.
Yep.
We're going back to the good old days of being able to change your head unit.
Which is
Your head unit is just your cell phone.
which is the entire philosophy of the REO truck.
Yeah.
Like you're going to be able to work on it yourself, fix it yourself. There's no dealer network. It's all going to be direct sales.
I love that.
I've seen a couple things and I'd love to get more information on it, but they're like basically talking about doing a like a creator network, not like content creator, but like accessories.
Oh, so upfitters.
Yeah, but like allowing that expansion to come externally versus internally. If that makes sense.
So you're having partner shops that are upfitters rather than dealer upfitters.
But it's not even. It's more of a manufacturing side, like more than it is just upfitting. Like the accessory, like they're going to be very open about. Here's our drawings and here's our specs.
Oh, so just completely open source.
Right, yeah. Where like I don't know. I think you were with me when we were at Overland Expo, and like the Rivians had just come out,
Yeah.
and I had asked somebody from Rivian. I was like, "Hey, what are you guys doing for aftermarket support? Like, is there any space for bumpers and lift kits and whatever else?" And they were like, "Oh no, it's all locked down." And I was like, "So you're not like,
But you're here at
you're
here at the off-road show marketing your off-roader that's not upgradable.
so we're not going to be able to do like roof racks and winches and light bars and stuff." And they're like, "I'm sure people will figure it out," but no support from Rivian whatsoever.
Yeah.
On it. And it's like, as we've learned, look, we give Jeep a lot of shit. It's the one thing that they've always done well is we understand people are going to modify this vehicle.
Well, even before the JL came out, they
That's what I'm
reached
saying,
out to
yeah.
partner companies like,
Right.
"Hey, here's a demo unit.
Right.
Tear it apart and build parts
Well,
for it."
and they're like at this point, Mopar's using third-party companies for their Mopar-approved accessories, right? Like they're not like they're partnering with these companies to build
Yeah.
these things. It sounds like REO is going to basically from the start do the same thing.
Yeah.
So I think it's a really cool concept in an industry that is increasingly getting
More
and more restrictive. The subscriptions for features, the buying the app so you can have remote start, like all these things that you need to do.
Yeah.
It's refreshing.
That's
that
how
they're
my wife
going the other way.
when we had the Subaru, it was remote start equipped, but only if you paid for the subscription
Right.
on your phone.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell is the point? And to get the remote start key fob was $600 to get the key fob and programmed.
Yeah.
For one key fob. If you wanted a second key fob, $1,200.
That was like the Kia has the app.
I hate the app.
Well, it's funny because like the car has remote start, it's still a button. If you have the app and you pay for the app, the subscription and everything, you can remote start it from anywhere in the world. And it's like, what is the point?
Yeah.
Their whole sales pitch is, oh well, if you lock your key in the car, you can just unlock it from the app if you pay $18 a month. And it's like, or I can just not lock my key in the car.
Or I've got a spare key in the house because I just bought this car. It's got 2 keys.
No, it's too easy, Tim.
I don't know.
But
I mean, our Hyundai has the same thing. It has the app. We use the app for a while, and I think the Hyundai app you can program start time. So if you're like, I go to work the same time every morning.
Yeah.
I want my car to be warmed up.
It's the exact same app.
I want my car to be warmed up for me. Let me program my start time for 5:45 so I can leave the house by 6.
Right. Yeah, and then you can set your temperature and roll the windows down to all. Yeah, I get. And like, I'm not saying that stuff isn't cool,
But it shouldn't be a paid subscription. I just like that the Ioniq 6 EV brand new is a $60,000 car. Why the fuck would I pay $15 a month when I just paid $60,000 for this goddamn car?
Right. Well, and that's the thing is like, we're not even getting to a point where it's like these optional things require that subscription. There are companies, BMW, that if you want it at all, you're paying the subscription.
Yeah.
Like you have to have
And that's not
it.
even for an app. That's a subscription to use a button that's already in your car, right?
It's not so much a button in the car, but it's.
I thought they were trying to do that with
it's all touchscreen. It's all computer stuff.
Okay.
But yeah,
so a button in the car.
Yeah. But it's not like they're physically installing a button and then it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
It's in the screen.
You have a locked paywall in your infotainment system.
Basically.
Pay for my Patreon and you can use your heated seats.
Yeah. So yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Give me the single cab, fold down sides, made out of steel, welded together, like.
Yeah, I'm sold.
Yeah. I think
for you said $21,000.
21.5 is what they're expecting to start at. Even if it goes up to 25, like that's still gonna be a screaming deal
For a Lego set.
Yeah.
That you can that will have, if you're saying it this way, it will have aftermarket support because they will work with the aftermarket to build that support network. So you're building a Lego.
Yeah.
It'll be the same thing.
I really want to know what like drivetrain they're planning on using. They're saying gas. I think it'd be awesome if they had a diesel option. Give me a little 4-banger diesel.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Like, get Cummins to sell you the 2.8s.
Yeah, but that R2.8 is $10,000 itself. So it's $10,000 upfit for the.
Yeah, but that's buying the retail side. But like, if you're gonna build 25,000 of these things, then work a deal, Cummins. Like,
That would be sweet. An R2.8, little diesel, freaking.
maybe we'll be the first ones to swap it.
All right. Steven, 2028 or 2029, how you doing?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be solid axle, but like,
It won't be.
well, solid axle.
Maybe the rear. I think it'll be IFS.
I would imagine.
Rear
Yeah,
solid axle.
I wouldn't be surprised
if they want to keep the truck thing.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's leaf spring rear.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I mean, to be that cheap,
Yeah.
it's a lot less moving parts to put 2 leaf springs versus a 4-link, coil
a
springs
5-link
and-
actually.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm intrigued enough that it was worth the fully refundable $25 deposit.
Yeah, and I will do my fully refundable $25 deposit here later.
Yeah, I think I'm like, my reservation was like 16,800 and something.
Oh, they're only doing 20, so I don't have an option anymore. You said they're only doing $20,000.
Yeah, there's still according to their website, there's still 5,000 slots available.
Okay.
Hold on, let me find my email.
That is cool though. I'm glad to see smaller companies adopting.
Sorry, I'm 18,087. So they must be doing 25,000.
I'm excited to see.
Let me know if you guys want to
companies-
reserve one. I have a referral link.
Small companies adopting the EV mindset of independent manufacturing.
Yep.
All we need is billionaires to do cool things.
Yeah.
Instead of sending rocks to the fucking moon.
It's not even billionaires. It's somebody to come up with the idea, put the legwork in, and get a little bit of money from a handful of billionaires.
So billionaires.
Yeah, but they don't.
If you're a billionaire,
if you're a billionaire and want to invest,
if you're watching this podcast,
we have a
and
lot
know
of
you
dumb
are,
ideas that may or may not make money eventually.
like R2.8s and REOs.
I'm just saying, REO, if you're out there,
If you're listening, we know you are.
you did hit record, right?
Pretty sure. I did.
DJI, put a red light on the outside of your camera.
My action camera has a red light on the outside of it. I didn't hit record on the pod track because we're not using the pod track.
Oh, the mics are fake. Not everything you see on the internet is real.
Oh no, because I wanted to be lazy and not have to export a pod track.
Yeah.
But another thing, like on the topic of potential cool shit. So we talked about doing a Wookiee style episode. So I went
kind of did.
Well, I went to Motor Trend's website with the off-road truck and off-road news, and a lot of it's boring. Laredo with retro decals, nobody gives a fuck.
What do you think of the 12 for 12 so far?
The Jeep 12 for 12?
Yeah.
I'm extremely disappointed that all their ads are made with AI.
Okay, that's beside
That
the point.
sucks.
Yeah.
I think it's just a nostalgic money grab. I think that there's no innovative products.
I think
it's just decal packages.
I think they had a surplus of vehicles and they had to do something with it, and that's what it is. And like I'm okay with that. Like,
well, they're going for the Jeepal market because all of those are classic Jeepal builds.
Yeah.
So overall, I think that marketing sucks because it's all AI, and I think the idea is it's a classic Mopar ruse. Let's throw some decals. Let's not change anything.
I think it's setting up the changes for 27, 28. Because they had to focus on all the other brands and, like, they couldn't leave Jeep behind.
Yeah.
So, like, I appreciate the concept that they're going for of, like, hey, we're just, like, it's a holdover kind of thing. I don't think they were expecting to, like, break any sales records with it. Because it's also a pretty expensive venture to make 12 different models.
Yeah.
Which is why they probably AI'd all the commercials, because they're already spending a fuck ton of money on everything else. Now, it would have been nice if they just, like, done enough AI work that it wasn't, like, misproportionate mountain goats next to Jeeps.
Yeah, it was very clear.
Like, I don't mind the animated aspect of the commercial. Like, half the commercials on TV are fake.
But
it was like they didn't even give it a second prompt. They were just like, "Hey, Claude, go ahead and make me a commercial." Oh my god, it's amazing! Post.
Like we talk about all the time because we started about talking data centers in this episode anyway. I don't mind AI as a tool.
Right.
As a tool, it can be great. Yeah. As a final product, AI should never be your final product. It should be used on your product, on your project as a tool to make the final product, but it should never be the overall product.
Right. Yeah, I think that's a good way to look at it. Because like I look at it in the fact that I am not an artist, and it can do great things for me from a skill set that I don't possess. I will never take credit for it being mine. Like, I have no issue saying, here's the AI rendering.
Yeah.
Right? Like, because I can't sit down and draw this. I don't possess the Photoshop skills
you can't draw
to do it myself.
A green overland CJ7.
Yeah, 5. But yeah.
Oh, 5, whatever. Yeah, okay. So, scrolling through this Motor Trend list of articles, I saw a 2029 GMC Jimmy.
Oh, that's what we need to talk about. The new 27 GM truck lineup.
There's a new... Didn't they just change the body style like a year ago?
No. 2019 is the current body style.
No.
2020? There is a new 2027 lineup to include new LS
versions. I saw that.
So the 5.7's back, the 6.2's back, right? Or 6.6?
Yeah, 6.6.
400 works out to be, 6.6. So it's a 350 and a 400, like, but the interiors are fully redesigned, the front ends are redesigned.
I'll have to look at those. Yeah. But so my point is 2029 GMC Jimmy. Do we feel like there's enough market share for another off-roader?
Yes.
Between the Bronco, the 4Runner, the Land Cruiser, the GX550, the Jeep. Does GMC have enough skin in the game to have a share of that market?
The reason I'm going to say yes is the market is saturated with non-off-road off-roaders.
That's my next point.
And I think the Bronco is technically the only newcomer, right? When you're talking about 4Runners, Land Cruisers, Jeeps, Tacomas, like that mid-size SUV off-roader, those are the 4 that have been around forever. Bronco's the new one. We haven't added that much to the space.
Yeah.
So, the Xterra's coming back.
Oh? Yeah. So we were talking about that yesterday.
So Nissan's bringing back the Xterra. The Pathfinder is coming back on a full frame.
The Xterra is gonna be. I can't wait to see what the Nissan does with the Xterra.
Yeah, it's gonna be yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm coughing my ass off.
Stop dying. Jeez, get it together.
Could throw up in a helmet again. Would that make you happy?
Yeah, actually it would. It'd be hilarious. The rest of the competition are independent suspension, unibody, minivans with knobby tires.
Yeah.
And I think Ram is talking about doing a Ram Charger. And that's not the EV 1500. That will be the SUV.
Well, the Ram Charger was a cool concept. It was the Edison Motors concept.
Yeah, but they renamed the electric, or not. Yeah, they were gonna do like kind of how like Ford did the Lightning. They were gonna do. They had that as a concept, and they called it the Ram Charger. And they announced earlier this year they're not using that nameplate for that concept anymore, which opens up the SUV, which is supposed to be on like the new Dakota chassis or whatever they're coming out with, to be the SUV Ram Charger. And then now the Jimmy, like, the Blazer is not a Blazer by any means currently.
No, it's
right. It's a soccer ball.
Bullshit CV.
It's a crossover. So it's like, I do think there's enough space there because there are people who hate Jeeps. No, like actually like won't buy a Jeep because you own.
I wouldn't buy another one.
That's fair.
I like my Jeep. We took our Jeep to Lake Anna yesterday, and after driving the Lexus for a month now, since my dad's wrecked his Mustang, my dad's been driving the Jeep. Mm-hmm. So he brought the Jeep back on Thursday. We took the Jeep to Lake Anna. I'm like, why the fuck did we decide to drive this?
Did you take the doors off?
No, it's just dumb. Like it doesn't ride well.
Yeah, they're not supposed.
It's bulky.
But again, like this is my point, right? Like the Jeep
off-road, it's great.
The Jeep has a very specific use case. It is a toy. It's always been a toy.
Yeah.
It was never meant to be anything else. You all fell for the marketing and thought they were going to be good daily drivers.
They're not.
They're not. If you're okay with it not being a good daily driver, do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
The Bronco was supposed to be the Jeep killer, and people realized it's just a Jeep built by Ford.
Yeah.
And it's, the hype has died off. They're good. They're not great. They're not the hardcore off-roader that Jeeps are. The aftermarket supported it. Ford did a great job marketing. It's all there. But I do think that
there's still a gap in the market.
It's not even that there's a gap. I just think people are starved for more options, right? Like if you already know you're not buying another Wrangler. If you were in the market for a four-door capable overland build and you had the bankroll, where are you going?
GX550.
Instantaneous.
Period.
Right.
Because
there's nothing to shop for. That's it. You have literally three choices: Jeep, Toyota, or Ford.
Yeah.
And when it comes to a Ford, it's one vehicle at Ford.
Well, so that was gonna be another point. How do you feel about this trimmer line that Ford's done? The trimmer trim line.
It's
Trimmer
no different than the ZR2, Z71, Trail Boss. Like all like. It's a factory lift kit knobby tires.
Yeah.
It's not
like the Honda Trail Sport.
Yeah.
I do love the Honda Trail Sports.
But again, we're not talking like body on frame.
Yeah.
SUV off-road build. Which Toyota are you buying?
The GX550.
That's the argument, right? So now if you had the choice of the Jimmy exists, the Ram Charger exists, the Bronco exists.
Let me read through this article.
I'm still going to say, which Toyota are you buying?
Yeah.
However,
which Toyota are you buying too?
The Land Cruiser. Because I'm not bougie like you.
Oh, so I've done a lot of YouTube watching and video watching and review reading. The Land Cruiser, this Land Cruiser and the GX are the same vehicle, but the 4-cylinder hybrid,
is a problem. I'm aware.
It's a dirtbag. It's a pig.
Yeah, it's a problem.
So all of those problems are solved with the 550.
Oh yeah,
with the V6. That's why.
But
like,
it
I don't
also
have- I don't
it
have-
also introduces a whole nother problem, which is $40,000
yeah, $40,000 more
than the $40,000 truck.
yeah.
Yeah. No. Again, I'm not. I fully understand, which is why I'm not actually in the market to buy anything new because it's all garbage.
That's why I bought a 20-year-old GX.
Right. But like it's such an interesting conversation of the demand is there because people are buying Tremor package
Yeah.
fucking Mavericks.
The trail sport Hondas are
Everywhere.
they're good looking cars too.
Wilderness Subarus are everywhere.
Yeah.
Right? Like there is an appetite for the soft rotors, and I think the reason why Jeep hasn't had to innovate is because they've had zero pressure until the Bronco came out.
Yeah.
And now the
Agreed.
Bronco's out, and Jeep still really has zero pressure to innovate because the Bronco innovated and it wasn't as good as the Jeep. Like,
Problem solved.
problem solved. So, yeah, I do think from the fact that Nissan, who's a company that's been struggling for years, is releasing
Their Z car came out and that was really cool though. That's a car we didn't expect.
Oh, the new
three-
350,
350, 370 Z.
I think it's, yeah. I think
Or
they're
the
just
Z
calling
car,
the
whatever it
yeah,
is,
yeah.
the Z car.
But again, I think that was the first good thing Nissan's had done in 15 years, and I think they're trending up for sure.
Yeah.
But you're talking about it like they discontinued the Titan, and now they're bringing on 2 full frame vehicles. The Frontier is doing really well.
Yeah.
like they understand off road.
The Frontier is a good little truck.
Yeah.
I mean, you owned one, you know.
Well, but even the new one, like people are really loving the new ones. It's just as weird as it sounds because it does feel backwards to like be talking full frame vehicles, but I think there's a big chunk of the truck market that only has trucks because they're full frame 4-wheel drive vehicles, where like the Tahoe and the Suburban have kind of become
They're unibody now.
and IRS like like you can't tow your boat to the lake with your family in your Tahoe
Yeah.
anymore. So now you're buying a 1500, which $65,000 truck. So if you want something in between, you're buying a Jeep, or a Gladiator, and that's really not.
Much better, but
Much
it'll
better.
still tow your 7,000-pound boat.
But it's tight with your family of 4.
Yeah.
And you're limited to how big of a boat you can tow.
Yeah.
So like, I think it's there. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, especially if we get a turbo V6 power plant or a V8 power plant. Like both, if both are an option, a turbo V6 power plant or
for GM it would be that Turbo 4. That's in like the Colorado.
or we get the Baby Max.
That would be
Toss a Baby Max in there for a $5,000 to
That would be
$10,000
your
charge.
3. Yeah, your Baby Max, the Turbo 4, or the 5.7, the old 350. Brother, we got the old small block Chevy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think we're turning a corner here in the auto industry. I think things are going to get real fun.
Yeah, we have a few more years for it to get fun, and then it's going to get lame again. Based on administrative patterns of the United States. Our administration will swing back the other way. We'll have
I think a
more
lot of it's going to
restrictions.
come down to if World War III actually gets off and rolling here.
I'm
or
waiting
not.
for it.
I mean, I'm surprised.
Will
it
I still
hasn't already,
will
but
I still have to go to work when World War III starts? Yeah, I'll still have to clock in my 9
because
to
we're too
5.
fat and old to get drafted. If anything, we're gonna have to start working more.
And then we'll be relegated to the factories. Go get in line, boys.
Hammering rivets. Anyway, it's a different podcast.
What else do we have? Is there anything else in here that's worth looking at? No.
So, which Toyota are you buying?
The 550.
I don't
Honestly, what a Toyota I'm buying would be
I really don't like the new 4Runner. The more I've worked on them, the less I like them.
Yeah, I would say a 4th gen 4Runner would be honestly what I would buy.
5th gen.
5th gen 4Runner. The 4th gen is the same as my,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the 5th gen
Yeah,
4Runner.
I mean, the 5th Gen 4Runner's always been the Toyota I would buy if I had, or an 80 series. But I don't
easily.
count the 80 series because that's not like, we're talking like modern Toyotas.
Yeah. So you would buy a 70 series and have it imported somehow and
which post 2001 Toyota are you buying? It's a 5th Gen 4Runner.
Yeah, either that or the one that I already own.
Yeah.
I've been, know this, I've been super impressed with the Lexus.
Yeah.
And we're about to take it down to the Outer Banks for a week. It is.
Damn, how many fucking vacations are you taking?
That's the problem.
Good lord.
So I'm going down to the Outer Banks I'll be down in the Outer Banks when this episode comes out. No, I'll be back already. But it's the last week of school and I work for the school system. Or the last week of summer and I work for the school system. So my boss is like, hey, I know you put in a request and I can't technically tell you no, but that week sucks. And I'm like, nah, fair. So I'm going Thursday, Friday off, Monday off, then I'm back to work on Tuesday for the last week of summer. So the wife will have the GX down in the Outer Banks for that whole week.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're great family haulers.
Yeah, and that was the point. It's like if we future past, who knows what'll happen, but if it does end up going to Vegas, I would love to leave the baby seat in it just for it is the family hauler.
Yeah, we're not gonna have space for that.
I know. But it's a good concept.
Because assuming this all goes according to plan, there's going to be a lot of parts and tools in the back of the Lexus.
For when it doesn't go according to plan.
Right. Well, but that is going according to plan.
Yeah.
If it doesn't go according to plan, it went exactly how we wanted it to go.
A 4-liter breaking down in the mountains of Colorado is exactly part of the plan.
No, we'll go south.
Okay.
It's going to be too cold to go through Colorado in the end of October.
A 4-liter breaking down in Texarkana, Texas.
Yeah.
I don't think 70 goes through Texarkana. Or 40? What's the south one? 40.
Yeah. Which is how we went to Vegas last time we drove to Vegas.
Yeah. I'm excited, man. I can't wait till we hear more about that so we can share more about that.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. I think this is a short one, but that's all right.
No, I think we're probably like 40-ish minutes.
Are we?
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, what else, Tom? What else we got? Anything interesting? Anything fun?
The link for the REO reservations is in the comments.
You know what we didn't do? One thing we talked about doing is every time we say, welcome back to the Dirt Drive Podcast, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and follow. We're going to start doing that every time we open the episodes.
Just pre-record one and then just insert it in music, episode starts.
It's good idea.
That way we don't have to remember.
Because we're not good at remembering.
We're not good at remembering. And when we batch these together like this...
Yeah.
It just feels like one long podcast.
What are you talking about? I was wanting something completely different earlier. This is a new week. We're not recording the same day as last episode.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to change.
Oh. Put your helmet on. You'll remember next time.
No. Pit bike and go-kart races in the backyard.
I'm down. Absolutely down.
Gotta find some cheap pit bikes.
Good luck.
No, I think we're good.
Anything else, Tom?
That bird's oddly loud and sounds like it's in my house.
That bird is definitely in your house.
It's definitely not, because there's a giant bush right on the other side of that window that they live in. But I'm sure you guys can hear that. There's no way you can't hear that. Anyway.
Enough stalling. Let's get out of here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And we will see you next week. I don't know what next week's episode is. We need to figure that out.
Okay.
We also need to talk about scheduling. So I know we talked about the 14th or 15th.
Yeah.
Would you be down for Friday the 14th?